everyone. My name is Lorena del Aguila. I'm a fifth year civil engineering major specializing in hydrology and water resources. I'm involved in a couple things at UCI. The first one is I'm a peer academic advisor for the School of Engineering. So we assist students with their academic related questions and we work together to come up with a solution or we direct them to the correct resources. I'm also involved in two civil engineering clubs, ASCE and Chi Epsilon. I'm currently the corporate affairs officer for Chi Epsilon, so I handle the communication between our club and other organizations, as well as help organize one of the civil and environmental engineering career fairs. So I was actually interested in UCI at an early age because I came to visit the campus in middle school for an Avid trip, and it left a really positive impact on me. And then when I was making my college decisions in high school, I came back for another campus tour, and I just remember feeling super comfortable and really excited. Everyone I met that day was super friendly and helpful, and I could really just picture myself doing well on this campus. For my own research, I also found that UCI had a lot of opportunities to get involved outside of the classroom, so that really caught my attention, and it was really a combination of all of these things that helped solidify my decision, and that's why I chose UCI. Couple of things I would tell my first year self. The first one is that while grades are important and you should always try really hard in your classes, they aren't everything. It's also really important to get involved and have meaningful experiences outside of the class. So for example, participating in a club or joining a project or getting an internship for a job. These all play really crucial roles in shaping one's career. I think it's also really important to have experiences that are outside of your academics. You don't always have to be studying. It's important to also take time for yourself and do things that are not school related. Um, and lastly, I think I would tell myself not to be too harsh on myself and to try and stop comparing myself to others because at the end of the day, we're all moving at our own pace and that's okay. You know, for example, if you are taking a class this quarter that maybe a friend of yours took last quarter, that's not, necessarily a bad thing and it doesn't make you less smart. It just means that we're all moving at our own pace and we're all going to, reach our end goal.
Hi, my name is Lili Castillo. I am a fourth year mechanical engineering major with a minor in biomedical engineering. I am very involved on campus. I currently hold two on-campus jobs. I am a front desk attendant for the Graduate and Postdoctoral Resource Center, and I'm also a peer academic advisor for the School of Engineering. On top of that, I'm also heavily involved with professional and personal development programs such as TRIO Scholars and SAGE Scholars. I'm involved with student organizations such as Society of Women Engineers, and I'm also partake in undergraduate research. When it came to choosing an institution for my undergraduate studies, I came into it quite blindly. So a lot of my considerations, especially as a first generation college student, revolved around the financial support, the location, and whether or not they had the major that I wanted to pursue. So UCI kind of checked all those boxes and I came into it very blindly, like I said before. Little did I know that UCI would be such a blessing in disguise. So UCI has so many resources as a Hispanic serving institution. So Hispanic serving institution means that at least 25% of the undergraduate student body identifies as Hispanic or Latino. That also means that there's lots of resources targeted to this demographic because it's so prevalent in our undergraduate population. So because of that, I was able to take part of so many professional and personal development programs. I've also been able to make networking possible for myself and broaden my network not only as a student, but also as a future professional. And I've also been able to take advantage of different opportunities such as research. UCI is actually an R1 institution, which means that it's a research institution. A lot of our professors not only are lecturers, but they're also conducting research. So that gives lots of opportunities for individuals like you to partake in research and be already involved in the engineering profession as well as the engineering field. If I could give myself one piece of advice as an undergrad or incoming freshman, I think it would be to really take a deep dive in researching what institutions provide resources and support for individuals like me and are going to support me not only as an individual through my identities, but also in my professional development and my professional endeavors. So helping me reach my goals. On top of that, I think what I came to realize was that UCI had an immense amount of resources available to individuals like me, but also individuals who were not like me. There's a lot of diversity that comes with institutions like UCI, which I really appreciated. For example, I would like to point out that UCI has so many resources with regards to mental health, food insecurity, feminine hygiene, professional development and branding. We also have academic excellence help and so many student organizations that help you feel like you can grow as an individual and grow in your interests. But also there are resources out there for all individuals like the Office of Access and Inclusion. We also have the Latinx Resource Center, the Cross-Cultural Center. We have so many opportunities for you to feel at home, welcome, and find your niche and your people. And I really think had it not been for those resources, I wouldn't have been as successful as I was in my undergraduate career. I wouldn't have been accepted into 2 graduate programs. I wouldn't have found my passion. I wouldn't have been able to reach this new level of professionalism had I not been asking the right people the right questions, have I not been vocal about my needs as an individual and as a future professional. In addition, I think being accustomed to asking questions and being vocal about your needs is essential, especially as an undergraduate, because you don't know what you don't know. And asking questions helps aid you as an individual, but it also helps you explore different options. These individuals have so many resources up their sleeve. It's just a matter of asking in order to be exposed to them. And also, don't take your peers for granted either. You'd be surprised how much information and resources they have been exposed to or that they know of that you may have not been aware that even existed.
Hi, my name is Numair, and I'm a fourth-year computer science and engineering student. Part of the reason why I chose UC Irvine is because of all the unique majors that they offer, including mine, which is computer science and engineering. And what's interesting about my major is that it actually includes curriculum from both the School of Engineering as well as the School of Information and Computer Sciences, which is ICS for short. And I think it's really cool that I'm able to have an education from both of these schools. Another reason why I've come to love UCI after joining is the community and all the friends that I've made. And after coming to this school, I realized there are more like-minded and talented individuals that I could ever imagine, like in one place, in one school, right? And that's it's been really cool seeing that after joining. I've had several involvement opportunities in my 4 years. Most recently, I've had the opportunity to serve as a peer academic advisor for the School of Engineering. And I think that this is a really unique position because I'm able to counsel students regarding their academics. And I also have the perspective of being their peer. So yeah, it's a really unique role where I'm kind of in the middle of a counselor as well as a peer. And it's been really, really cool the past 2 years that I've been a peer. Aside from my job on campus, I also am a part of several interest clubs, and the most notable being an a cappella group on campus. So I like to sing and do music. So it's been really cool being able to have that as a part of my university experience as well. And for any prospective student out there, if you have any interests outside of academics, UCI is sure to have a club to match your interests as well. So definitely be on the lookout if you join UCI for those different clubs. And yeah, just in general advice for any new students to UCI. My advice would be to take the time to explore the campus and the different opportunities and try to experience a lot while you can, because the time really does fly. Take the opportunity to meet and talk to as many people as possible. There's such a diverse and variety of backgrounds of students for on campus, and I would definitely recommend becoming involved and getting to know people and networking. The time here is limited, so I would recommend to cherish it and enjoy it well during your time here. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hi, everybody. My name is Maya. I study aerospace engineering here at UCI, and I'm currently in my third year. I'm originally from Northern California. I'm from Davis, so I grew up on the UC Davis campus and within the UC system in general. And as much as I loved UC Davis, I really did not want to study there as a university. And I wanted to find another UC that was equally welcoming and had this at-home feeling. When I visited UCI, it was the first university campus on my college list, and I felt instantly comfortable and can see myself as an ideal version of myself going there. In fact, it was the only campus that I visited that was actually memorable to me. They give you a lot of campus facts and trivia on any college campus tour across the country, but I don't remember any of it. And the only thing that I actually remember was how comfortable and peaceful I felt on the campus. And that's what I thought back to when applying for college. I'm currently a peer academic advisor for the School of Engineering. So I'm a resource for students that need help fulfilling their degree. And I give academic advice to my peers in a more personalized and student-oriented perspective. I'm also a LARC leader for the Learning and Academic Resource Center here at UCI. I mainly support the physics and math classes at UCI, and I run tutorials that follow your various required classes for engineering majors. It's pretty similar to TAs in your discussion classes that you'll be having at UCI, but in a more collaborative, relaxed environment that's ran by an undergraduate student who has actually taken that class before. Some advice I would give first years: there will be a lot of people around you who project that they've figured everything out, that they know what classes they're going to take, they know their goal career, and they know exactly how to get there. And it might feel like everybody around you is accelerating past you and leaving you in the dust. But don't get caught up in that and be kind to yourself. College is all about finding who you are. And if you're undeclared or you aren't super sure you want to stay in the major that you've been admitted for or are applying for, that is perfectly okay. Be yourself and use the campus resources that are available to you once you get on campus, because UCI's goal is to help you in your next steps in your college career.